For a challenge, I wanted to rebuild the police station in Louisville, but to make it strong, the walls need to be made out of metal. And for welding metal walls, Strong Woman needs a lot of propane. The good thing, she has a lot of it. The bad thing? It's all stored all the way back in her West Point safe house, and to get it, she needs to drive past thousands of zombies. And for that deadly drive, she could use a better car. Let's just say that her car is in no position to ram any zombies. But luckily there are other cars she can use, or at least scavenge for repair parts. The road is long and full of terrors, and she might have to ditch her car along the way. But the good thing is, she's got a couple cars stashed back at her old safe house, so she's probably coming back in a completely new car. Say whatever you want about my driving skills, but she made it to the military blockade, and since there are some good cars around, I'm gonna repurpose them. Yeah, this hood didn't survive too long. Now that is much better. And this is where things gonna get interesting. There's bound to be a bunch of zombies over here, but of course nothing that Strong Woman couldn't handle. Eventually I'll come over here to grab the military supplies. But that day is not today. Today is the day where she just cleans some trash on the road. And as you can imagine, there is plenty of trash to clear. One last obstacle. And now there's only long, busy road ahead. I'll try my best to avoid as many zombies as possible, but sometimes it might be just very hard to get through them. But as long as the car doesn't die, we should be all good. Also, it seems like the road's got some issues here, so I have to clear my way past first. I remember being confused by this on my way to Louis, but back then it was all covered in snow, so I just thought I lost my way. But now it seems it was me who was crazy. It was actually the crazy road. I believe this problem comes from the West Point expansion mod, but it's all good. Now, I cannot cross the normal car bridge because it's just too full of cars. But if I were to take this fence out, then I can simply use the railway bridge. The railway itself is not very good because it's extremely crowded with zombies. And here we go, back at the good old base. And there is our propane tank. I was sure we had two, but at least we have some of these ones over here. To get back, we'll have to switch cars. And this one is green across the board besides the battery, so let's give it a new battery. We're gonna return back home tomorrow, but since it's late, I'm just gonna spend some time tailoring, improving my clothing with leather strips. 3:30 in the morning is a perfectly good timing to get back on the road, but now we're back on tracks. Now all that remains is to make it past all those thousands of zombies on the road. Luckily they're as afraid of me as I am of them, meaning not afraid at all. So as long as I keep on driving, we're all good. And this is totally not a death sentence. I fear that this car is no longer gonna be green across the board, but this should have been my last trip out of Louis, and there it is, we made it. The car might look slightly worse than it did before, but it got us back to Louis. Good thing you didn't see this. It never happened. And we are through. And there is home sweet home. Oh yeah, this car barely survived. Hood is destroyed and the engine got pretty hurt. No longer quite so green. But it had to be sacrificed, so we are back home. And we got the sweet propane. Lots of propane tanks. In total 9 propane torches now. Now the day is not yet that late that we can't do some work. So it's perfect time to try to level up our metalworking again. Good thing there are a lot of fences out here in Louis, and this assembling gives us plenty of resources. Resources the Strong Woman can then turn into smithing materials. So this is like leveling 2 professions at the same time. And now we can turn all those 20 metal bars that we just got into something more useful. And since we have plenty of workable iron, let's go and make some metal sheets. I never realized there's gonna be so many. We made 73, and we still got 15 workable iron left from whatever we smelted. Now that it's morning, we're gonna turn all of those small metal sheets into proper ones, and that actually leveled up our metalworking to level 6. Now since we still have the negative XP issue, I'm gonna have to do some disassembly before I'm ready to read the book. And since we have metal sheets, why not some assembly as well? It definitely looks much better with some walls now. And then back to disassembly. This one should put us in the positives now. And there we go. But before we go read, I wanna melt whatever we got and level up smithing a bit more. That is 43 more small metal sheets. Now let's go read that book. The book has been read, we got some more workable iron that I'm gonna try and turn into more small metal sheets and hopefully get that level up. And there we have it, smithing level 4 as well, which means now at level 4 we can actually make proper metal sheets, meaning we no longer need propane to turn the small ones into proper ones. And while technically we don't really need higher level smithing, let's read that book. Now today is gonna be a bit different day. I want to grab some seeds and maybe plant them. But first I want to make water collector barrels. And for that we're gonna need to hunt for some garbage bags. And for that we'll have to fight some zombies. There's my garbage bag. I need at least 4 for 1 barrel. And I would like to make multiple ones. But for now 1 will have to do if I can get the bags. Hopefully some of these neighborhoods could provide me some, because I see their garbage cans. And there's a fresh corn dog in it. And poisonous mushrooms. And fresh bread slices. Ah, but there we go. There's a garbage bag. And more poisonous mushrooms. Now this weather surely isn't the best for farming or getting water in your barrels. But since it is middle of March, I was kinda hoping the temperatures would start dropping. Not that strong woman really needs farming to survive, but a long-term fresh water supply would be nice. It is raining once again. Told you it was perfect weather for farming, just like it's perfect weather for killing zombies and finding garbage bags and killing more zombies and finding even more garbage bags and fighting some more zombies. It's actually not perfect weather for any of that, but strong woman can't wait for perfect weather. Good thing she's got her rain poncho. And clearing this junction isn't so bad, because this is a perfect place for some wood chopping. And we all know how much strong woman loves wood. Big, solid, strong wood. Alright, maybe let's not make this weird. But if it's already too late, I'm totally not sorry. But don't think this has turned into killing zombies, just for the sake of killing zombies. Nope, there are still some garbage cans up ahead. That assault rifle looks pretty cool. Probably not a good idea to use it here though, because the population up ahead is still pretty nasty. And I made it to my garbage cans that have nothing for me. At least not what I really wanted. But this is a big city. There's always more garbage containers. Just like there's always more zombies. Strong woman now has over 35k kills. And she didn't even make a dent into this city. But 1 zombie at a time. And she's gonna make it to her garbage cans. After strong woman, I'm really gonna need a break from Project Zomboid. Just so I can forget the muscle memory of one-shotting zombies. Because otherwise it's gonna get me killed with any other character. But here are my garbage cans now. And unfortunately, they were completely empty. But luckily, those are not the only garbage cans around. And there's still treasure to be found. And even more zombies, of course. But no garbage bags. Maybe I can get lucky here. Nope. How about here? Also no. I very much doubt that anyone has killed so many zombies just to find a couple of garbage bags. Unfortunately, it's starting to get late. So I'm gonna have to finish my search soon. Also, who would have thought that there would be such a good condition ambulance parked right over here? Its engine leaves something to be desired for sure, but the general condition is great. What is also great is this garbage bag. And this one, which means now I have enough garbage bags to go back home and make 2 barrels. And one day I'm coming back for this ambulance. Looks like the night brought us snow again, but that's not gonna stop me from actually working on farming today. First we need some planks for barrels, and then we're gonna need some dirt to actually plant on the roof. We got 3 full dirt bags. I'm gonna build the barrels on this side. 2 is what we can make. I also wanted to make a composter if you need it. And then for the dirt we can spread it out a bit. Make a small chessboard. Then we can dig furrows and maybe plant some cabbage seeds. Farming is our lowest skill, so she really doesn't know much about it. And probably planting stuff in snow is not the best idea. But at least it started raining again, so the crops will be well watered. I think next order of business is to fix this side, and I think over here it's gonna be our new kitchen. Now the weather might not be the best for cotton trees, but strong woman really can't wait. It's about time she fully moves into the police station. What was broken can be rebuilt. And this is strong woman's mission here. That is starting to look much better. Just need a proper window and this is gonna be pretty cozy. It's time we start bringing over the furniture. Counters can go here. Let's put a water dispenser over here for now. Let's maybe put a sink right here. We'll grab the fridge next and place it somewhere over here. Now before things go bad, let's turn on the generator again. The fridge is on. I want to grab an oven as well. So let's go grab some furniture. Stealing from the same houses as always. And no matter how many times I get here, zombies are still around. Now that we have electrical level 3, we can actually steal an oven. Then we deal with the hordes again. Then we finally go steal their furniture. Now this is starting to look much nicer. Another thing we can do is plump our sinks. And now we can nicely drink from here. Next, we really need some proper flooring. So I'm gonna go back to residential area. I can scout this place for cool flooring. And while I do that, I'm also gonna disassemble some furniture. Just for some free planks and nails. As long as these guys let me in, of course. I feel like when it comes to kitchen type floors, I like these the most. I got a bunch of free planks and nails right now. So first I'm gonna build the floors. And then I'm gonna come back and steal the fancy floors. Oh look, we have a visitor. Must have been the smell of the fresh stew. Mmm, so delicious. We finally have enough cooking XP that we can start the day by reading the next cooking book. Good thing she is a fast reader. Now let's return back to residential. Try to steal a window and succeed. And then we rip up the flooring. Now all I need to do is to find another house with the exact same tiles. How hard could that be, right? There's, after all, plenty of houses around. Actually, these ones over here might have even cooler looking kitchen tiles. And there are multiple kitchens with them. Maybe I'll grab those instead. Now this is looking much better if I do say so myself. I'm thinking the gray tiles I can use here in the smithy. Clearly I'm gonna need more floors. And clearly there's more zombies here again. But clearly that is no problem for strong woman. Now give me your flooring. 2 more houses worth of black tiles should be good enough. Or at least it's gonna be enough when I get more planks. But I think that's gonna be a tale for next time. But for now, thank you for watching.